A very warm welcome to a wet and windy Perth Hockey Stadium here at Curtin University for what we believe will be another cracking afternoon of hockey from arguably the best hockey league in Australia. Your regular commentator Ashley Morrison is away at the moment, so once again I'm Michael Holland, will be stepping into his shoes, and I hope you enjoy our live stream coverage this afternoon. Well, we have two exciting games to look forward to, and we'll get proceedings underway very shortly indeed. Curtin University Hockey Club taking on Fremantle Hockey Club in round 12 of the Men's Premier 1. Then at 3:30 it's the turn of the ladies with Curtin University Hockey Club taking on the Suburban Lions Hockey Club in round 9 of the Women's Premier 1. But first of all, let's take a look at the teams as we close in on the action getting underway for Curtin. Well, the players to look out for: number 8, Christian Nettleton, very dangerous from penalty corners, so one to keep an eye on. Also the goalkeeper, number 17, Anton Zickler, just 19 years of age, the young German. Well, they lost 2-0 to Wasps a couple of weeks ago, did Curtin, but it could have been more. It could have been 4 or 5 without his heroics, to be quite honest, so keep an eye out for him. The Kookaburras that will be missing this afternoon are Tim Howard and Corey Weir. Taking a look at Fremantle Hockey Club, top of the ladder at the moment, players to keep an eye on: number 3, Simon Orchard; number 5, Daryl McCormack; number 11, James McPherson; and player coach Matthew Butterini will be wearing the number 2 shirt. Josh White, another one to keep an eye on, number 23. So the players have gone through their final warm-ups and the action will be getting underway very shortly indeed. Curtin could have a job on this afternoon, as Fremantle, as we mentioned, currently sits at the top of the ladder, having won 9 of their 11 games so far and losing just 2. So Curtin will be playing from left to right in this first quarter in their familiar orange. Fremantle in black and white, going from right to left, getting the action underway. So would you believe we've had beautiful winter weather in Perth all this week, but the weather gods have turned against us this afternoon. Got severe weather warnings out, thunderstorms predicted, but hopefully they will stay away. But the rain is coming down as Fremantle go on the attack into the circle. It goes. Tim Bottler playing it out to the right-hand side, drives to the baseline, cuts it into the circle. Have some defending to do. And it's going to be the first penalty corner within the first minute of the game, going the way of Fremantle. Immediately on the attack. And an early opportunity then for Fremantle to find the back of the net. Well, Curtin are having a difficult campaign so far. Fremantle may be top of the ladder, but Curtin are down in 10th. They have won 2, lost 7. And drawn 2 of their 11 games so far. So it's going to be James McPherson, the number 11, to go down to the baseline to inject. Good opportunity here for Fremantle. It's well worked, it's well blocked by Zickler. Danger's not over yet. It's with Bottler. And it will be a free hit the way of Curtin University. So escaping the danger there on that occasion with Yao. As Curtin try and work it down this right-hand side. Good play here by Jordan Edmonds. Will go over the side. Number 9, Maverick Yao. Drills it towards the circle. It's blocked. It's important that Curtin get off to a good start here. I have to say that Fremantle are the hot favourites for this game. So the better start Curtin can get off to, the better for them. But it's Fremantle on the attack again, down the right-hand side with Chad Giles down by the corner. It's going to be 16 for Curtin. So 19 points separate these two sides. I have to say it will be something of an upset if Curtin can pick up their 3rd win of the season today. Fremantle in possession again, out to the left-hand side here to Riley Folds. Not quite playing to the whistle there, but it will be a free hit for Curtin, which will be taken by Joe Welsh. Right on halfway, looking for options. Goes to Christian Nettleton. Rowan Bilney gets the free hit there. As Jordan Edmonds just slips for Curtin. We might see a bit of that this afternoon. It's an all-weather surface, of course, but the rain will make it pretty slippy for the players. As Fremantle play out from the back. So Riley Folds again. Into Harrison Kamer. Just lifted long. Good play by Fremantle as Kieran Abbott gets the free hit. Leaves it for, well, Andrew Walker, then leaves it for Simon Orchard, who self-passes and drives towards the circle. The free hit will go the way of Curtin. So almost 5 minutes gone. It's goalless. Curtin will be happy with that. The two sides have played each other already this season. Came together in round 5 here at the Perth Hockey Stadium, with Fremantle running out comfortable 4-0 winners. Simon Orchard, Mark Ellis, Nicholas Tate, who's not playing today, and Declan Spencer getting the goals that day. Fremantle switch it out to the right-hand side. James McPherson does well to keep it in, gets it down the line. Here's Chad Giles, again raiding down the right-hand side towards the baseline. Tries to cut in towards the circle. It was good defending in the end there by Jordan Edmonds. It will be a long corner. So Fremantle continuing to apply the pressure. It's with Andrew Walker. Get the free hit. It's Kieran Abbott self-passes into the circle, it goes. Well mopped up at the back again. It's with Dane Angwin down the line. It's Adam Piggott tussling away there. Will get the free hit. So far Curtin doing well to deal with everything that Fremantle are throwing at them. We were expecting Fremantle to come out the blocks all guns blazing, but it's still goalless as we enter the final 10 minutes of this first quarter. Certainly Fremantle have come out on top in previous meetings. Could be a chance to break away here. Opportunity, but it's well dealt with by Zickler, who comes out. They do manage to mop up the danger there. Curtin. It was an anxious moment for Curtin, but between them, they managed to prevent Kieran Abbott from breaking the deadlocks. Just down by the corner. Free hit the way of Fremantle. Skipping away. Can Curtin put something together here? It's over with Yao on the left-hand side, the number 9 for Curtin. Gets the free hit. So continuing to weather the storm, Curtin at the moment, as it's lifted long. Picks out Luke Checker. Can't quite control it. So it will be a 16 for Fremantle. So Fremantle have had the better of the fixtures between these two sides. 2018 in round 8, Fremantle won 5-2. Nicholas Tate got a hat-trick that day. And then in round 17, Fremantle won 5-0. So they usually are high-scoring, one-sided affairs. But so far, Curtin are doing well. Still goalless. It's with Yao. Can't string passes together there, and Fremantle have another chance to come forward. Good play by Harrison Kayman. What can he do? Puts it out to the left-hand side here to Josh White. Josh White towards the baseline. It will go behind. It will be 16 for Curtin. It's with Yao down the line. Nice play there. Comes to Edmonds. Does well, gets the free hit. Tries to get on with it. In fact, the free hit has gone the way of Fremantle. It's with Simon Orchard. Plays it forward quickly. Now a chance for Curtin with Reese Angwin. Doesn't have too many options available to him. Comes all the way back, and Joe Welsh has to be alert to get hold of that. Nice pass out to the left-hand side with Timothy Adoyne. Can't find a way through. Fremantle have it back. Just under pressure. Does well. Jordan Edmonds. See out. Screams of keep it from the Curtin bench, just wanting to keep hold of possession and keep the pressure off, but they do give it back to Fremantle, and it's here Simon Orchard. Reeled it. Chad Giles not too happy with the decision there. The free hit goes the way of Curtin. Hit long. Good play by Luke Checker. Plays it down the line. Could be an opportunity then here for Timothy Adoyne. Nicely into the circle. Fremantle do have bodies back, and they get the free hit. Just things not quite going Curtin's way at the moment. It was certainly more encouraging. So we head towards the last 5 minutes of this first quarter. Is with Checker again. Looks lively in attack, the number 32. Back to Edmonds. Get the free hits. It's with Yao in a rush. Gets it towards the edge of the circle. Fremantle again dealing with it. Curtin were looking for the free hit there. Felt they should have had it. Excellent play by Kieran Abbott again. Cutting inside. The ball pass into the circle. Couldn't pick out Declan Spencer. Just give us a chance to thank our sponsors for making this live stream possible this afternoon. FMG, the new force in iron ore. Ausdrill, bringing more to mining. Danks Furniture, proudly West Australian. The Danks difference, quality home furniture. Tiger Turf, 3 different systems, unfilled, dressed and filled. All meet the Federation of International Hockey's performance standards, and Kookaburra, hockey's #1 partnership. So thanks to our sponsors. We still remain goalless here at the Perth Hockey Stadium. The rain has eased off a little. Curtin just happy to keep possession, and now they will try and attack down the left-hand side if they can. Nice pass out to the right-hand side. It's with Jordan Edmonds. Looking for options down the line, but just too much on the pass there, so it will be a 16 for Fremantle. So Curtin actually come into the game on the back of a 4-1 defeat against Old Aquinians last week. They started the season with a 7-1 win, which may have suggested they could be in for a big season, as We just break off as Fremantle come forward again. This could be a real opportunity here for Abbott. And he's just flicked it in towards the far post and it's gone in. And, well, it has been coming. And Fremantle take the lead with Kieran Abbott. Found himself in plenty of space in the circle. Kept his calm. And managed to slot it past Ziegler into the corner. So the breakthrough has come and Fremantle lead by a goal to nil. How can Curtin respond? And scoring goals has been a problem for Curtin so far this season. So is conceding goals. And here come Fremantle again. That's miscontrolled there by Chad Giles. Was 2-on-2 for a moment there, so an opportunity missed. Again, Yao keen to get on with things. It's important that Curtin do try and respond quickly. It's played over to the left-hand side. Free hit for Fremantle. And they're on the attack again. The black and whites played forward. Yao does well to snuff out the danger and gets the free hit. So the ladder is pretty tight at the top, with both Hale and Melville breathing down Fremantle's neck. So a victory for them this afternoon will be very important. Beat YMCC 1-0 last week, courtesy of a goal from Nicholas Tate. So Tate not in the side this afternoon for Fremantle. They do lead by a goal to nil as we enter the last minute of the first quarter. Can Curtin find a response just before half-time? It's with Ryan West. Curtin are trying to find a way through down by the corner, as has been the case for most of the game so far. Fremantle having bodies back and they're on the counter-attack now. Can Fremantle get a second before the end of the first quarter? Into the circle at the baseline, squared. Ziegler does well to get it away. That was real danger. The German aware of it though. And real end-to-end stuff here at the Perth Hockey Stadium at the moment. So we're into the last 10 seconds and Fremantle now just happy to see out the remaining seconds here and take their 1-0 advantage into the first quarter as a hooter does go. And it is Fremantle who lead here at the Perth Hockey Stadium. It was a goal by Kieran Abbott just towards the end of the quarter. A well-taken finish across goal and into the far corner. Can Curtin respond? We'll find out shortly. But for now, it's Curtin University 0, Fremantle 1. Welcome back to the Perth Hockey Stadium as the second quarter about to get underway. And Curtin University have work to do as they trail by a goal to nil. Kieran Abbott getting the goal for Fremantle in that first quarter. You have to say the league leaders deserve their lead. They've been the most threatening of the two sides. And will be looking to consolidate their lead at the top of the ladder. As I say, Hale and Melville are right on their heels. That one of Fremantle's only losses this season came in round 6 against Hale, losing 2-0. Also lost 2-0 to Westside Wolves in round 10. But apart from that, it's been victory after victory. Scored 29 goals so far in this season. Not the most out of the 12 teams, but they have conceded just 10, fewer than anyone. And you can see why on the evidence of today. They do keep it very tight at the back. To come forward again. Plenty of the attacks have come down Fremantle's right. That was played forward. It's well cut out by Ryan West, who then lifts it long. And we'll just give Curtin the chance to have a breather. Well, Curtin have scored 17 so far this season, and when you consider 7 of those came in one game, in that opening game of the season that we mentioned, it's clear that they do have an issue scoring goals, so it's going to be difficult for them to get back into this one. And they've conceded 33, average of 3 a game, so you can see where the problems lie for Curtin. It's only 1-0 at the moment, and still plenty of time for them to get back into this. It's miscontrolled by Rowan Bilney, and then he gives it away as Fremantle come forward. It's with the goal scorer Abbott. Turns on the edge of the circle, can't find a teammate. Joe Welsh mops it up and gets it away. Gets the reverse stick pass down the line. Cut out by Josh White. Curtin just can't find a way through when they do get possession. Fremantle that well organised, and here they come again. Down the right-hand side, it's with that man, Abbott, driving towards the baseline. Tries to cut it back, he gets the penalty corner. It's off the foot. Was looking for it, and he got it. So it'll be the second penalty corner for Fremantle. 0 from 1 penalty corner so far. Can they make it count? And the huddle on the edge of the circle. But it will, as normal, be James McPherson to go down to the baseline to inject. So it's drilled just wide. In fact, I think Zickler got a touch to that. Give credit to him, it was a fantastic save. It'll be a long corner. It was drilled in by Abbott, and what a save. We did touch on Zickler just before the game, saying what a excellent goalkeeper he is, and he's just proved it again there. Keeping his side in it. As it came myself passes into the circle, it's with Abbott again. Good block by Zickler. Keeping his side in it at the moment, that's for sure. As it's Mark Ellis, forced to go back. It's one-way traffic at the moment here at the Perth Hockey Stadium. It's Fremantle looking to add to their lead. It's with Ellis again. Well cut out by Jordan Edmonds. West back to Edmonds. Can Curtin come up with something here? Down the line, it's with Rhys Angwin. gets the free hit. Chance here then for Curtin to get some pressure on the Fremantle defence. To get the free hit right on the edge of the circle. It's with Yao, sorry. It's gone behind, so it will be a 16 for Fremantle. In a rush to get on with it. It is with Matthew Butterini, the player coach. Gets the free hit. With Simon Orchard, lifts it long. Brought down in the circle. Zickler boots it clear. Danger hasn't passed just yet though, as it remains with Butterini. Curtin can bring it away. For all their dominance, they only lead by 1, so that will give Curtin some hope. As Dane Angwin, number 3, lifts it high, and the free hit there will go the way of Fremantle. For Daryl McCormack to Simon Orchard. Again, Fremantle opting to go down the right-hand side. It's with Tim Bottler. Does well at the baseline. Still toiling away there. It's on the baseline as it's cut back. It's Edmonds that just got it behind there. Good defending by Edmonds, so it will be a long corner. Taken by Simon Orchard. It's Fremantle pushing for this second. That will give them the breathing space, and you would think there'd be no way back for Curtin if Fremantle could get a second. Into the circle it goes. Christian Nettleton did well there. Just off the foot of Rhys Angwin there. Free hit for Fremantle. Just couldn't quite control it. There, Kylan Pathmanahan. Probably hear the wind on the microphone. Gusty winds here. Right, it's the Perth Hockey Stadium as they come forward again. Fremantle. It's drilled through, but it didn't get a touch. All it needed was a touch. Simon Orchard into the circle. Another opportunity here for Fremantle. And it's cleared away by Yao. Just in the right place at the right time. Zickler was stranded. Another free hit for Fremantle. Continuing just to keep the pressure on Curtin. Free hit again. Curtin have everybody back. Desperately trying to keep Fremantle out. So with Mark Ellis, who self-passes, is at the baseline and flicks it into the circle towards the near post. There's a scramble. And it's going to be another penalty corner. The third for Fremantle. 0 from 2 so far on the penalty corner count. Curtin just really hanging on here. We predicted a tough afternoon for them. But as things stand, they only trail by a 1-0. Fremantle will be looking to change that right here as James McPherson goes down to inject. Just on the edge of the circle. Mark Ellis is there. Also the player coach, Matthew Butterini. As they make a bit of a mess of that. Do Fremantle. That wasn't the plan for sure. And Curtin will be relieved. But the pressure isn't off just yet because here they come again. It's a good play by Fremantle, and it's a great save again by Zickler. He is the saviour for Curtin University on so many occasions. See it week after week. And he's pulled off a couple of crucial stops this afternoon to keep it at 1-0. Here's McCormack. Into the circle he goes. The free hit goes the way of Curtin. With Yao. Tries to come down the line, but it's cut out. It's with Declan Spencer. Onto Chad Giles. Into the circle, reverse stick across the face of goal. Couldn't get a touch. Goes behind for a long corner. Be taken by Simon Orchard. Self passes. To the baseline. Zickler with a block, but it's fired home. And it looks as though it was number 16, Kylan Path Manahan, who's got it. He's getting the congratulations. Good work to get to the byline. Zickler did manage to pad it away, but Path Manahan was on hand from close range to finish it off. So Fremantle lead by 2-0. Curtin really up against it now. They were before that one went in, even more so now. Fremantle again dominating possession. They'll be pushing forward, looking for more, that's for sure. As it comes through again to Butterini. The free hit goes the way of Curtin. So Fremantle next up is Old Aquinians, then a big one against Hale. And after that it's Westside Wolves. They're the next 3 fixtures for Fremantle. But they've still got work to do here. Can't be complacent and rest on their laurels, even though they lead by 2-0. To come forward again, Andrew Walker looks up. This is one-way traffic, has been pretty much since the start of the game. It's with Declan Spencer down in the corner. Curtin getting bodies back and dealing with it. Fremantle soon win it back with Daryl McCormack. Fremantle just happy to build up from the back. Got the 2-0 lead. Don't need to do anything silly. 3 minutes left of the second quarter. Josh White again. Almost having a game on their own, these two at the moment. It's back with White. Sea of orange in front of him. They're still managing to keep possession. And that's just fine while they lead by 2-0. It's Curtin, you would feel, on the side that will have to take risks. They need to get hold of possession first of all. As Ryan West just picks it up here. Looks to blast it down the line. Goes over the side. It's with one of the goal scorers, Kieran Abbott, from the side. Self passes. Takes it down towards the baseline. Does well. Tries to flick it towards the circle. Joe Welsh is back there and gets the free hit. Pressure off Curtin, who are trailing by 2-0 with 2 minutes left of this second quarter. Next up for Curtin, Westside Wolves, Vic Park and UWA. They did finish last season bottom of the ladder, so they've improved so far in this campaign. We'll still be hoping to string couple more results together and get further up there. Just with Andrew Walker. So the rain has stopped here at Curtin University. Perfect conditions as Walker brushes off the challenge. Can't pick out a teammate with his pass. Can Curtin just get something together just before half-time? As Rhys Angwin twisting and turning, does get the free hit. Just having a word with the umpire there. Our umpires today, by the way, Daniel Timms and Mark Pike. It's with Joe Welsh. It's it long. So it will be a 16 for Fremantle. We enter the last 30 seconds of the second quarter, with Fremantle well in control here. Rare mistake there, could give Curtin an opportunity. It's good play by Ryan West. Twisting and turning, he's into the circle. What can he do here? He blasts it across. It's cleared away. Danger's not over yet. Adoyne back into the circle. And there goes the hooter. And just a late flurry of activity there, almost giving Curtin an opportunity to get back into it. But it's Fremantle who remain fully in control here at the Perth Hockey Stadium. A goal in the second quarter, scored by Kylan Pathmanahan, doubling the advantage. This after Kieran Abbott had given Fremantle the lead in the first quarter. So Curtin have plenty to do to get back into it. Join us for the second half, but for now it's Curtin University 0, Fremantle 2. Welcome back to the Perth Hockey Stadium here at Curtin University. The rain has stopped, and Curtin have it all to do to try and fight their way back into this one. Currently trailing by 2-0. Fremantle showing why they're current leaders. Been very clinical. Goals by Kieran Abbott and Kylan Pathmanahan. Doing the damage so far. And you fear for Curtin, really. As Fremantle look intent on pushing forward for more. So Fremantle now playing from left to right. Black and white stripes, Curtin from right to left. And their familiar orange. And it will be Curtin to get the second half and the third quarter underway. Interesting to know what was said in the huddle at half-time. The game plan to somehow try and get back into this. History would suggest it's beyond them, but you never know. Touched on earlier, they have struggled to score goals so far this season. And have been conceding on average 3 a game. Fremantle continuing where they left off, dominating possession. Looks so comfortable in possession as well as it's played down the right-hand side. But on this occasion, Chad Giles can't keep it in. Will be a 16 for Curtin, who have Zickler once again to thank for keeping the score down. A couple of crucial saves, but he could do little about the 2 goals that Fremantle got. Well, Fremantle did qualify for finals last season, having finished 4th on the ladder, but fell at the first hurdle, losing 2-0 to Old Aquinians. They've certainly got the bit between their teeth this season. And so far, so good. With Josh White down the right-hand side. With Abbott, does well. Curtin get the free hit. Curtin now to get back into it. Could do with something happening pretty quick. It's with Timothy Adoyne. Goes over the side. Adoyne self-passes. Gives it straight to Declan Spencer. Doesn't have too many options. Does well to keep possession though. Goes to Simon Orchard, who lifts it towards the edge of the D. Superb control by Joe Welsh. Curtin have come out with a spring in their step. They are trying to get possession and get forward as quickly as possible. It's with Rhys Angwin battling away there in the middle of the park. It's crowded out though, and Fremantle have it back with Kieran Abbott. Down the line he goes, finds Chad Giles. Goes over the side. Giles self-passes, takes it down to the corner. Gets the free hit. Looks to take it quickly, but in the end, just waits a second. Fremantle have it with Daryl McCormack, the veteran. Been around a good while. Simon Orchard into the circle, but it'll go behind for a 16 for Curtin. Do stay with us, because after this game we do turn our attentions to the Women's Premier 1. It's the turn of the Curtin University ladies as we just break off as here come Fremantle again. Opportunity comes off the chest of Yao. It will be a free hit. Now chance for Curtin to raid down at the other end. Again, Fremantle just getting so many bodies back quickly, making life difficult. It's easy to see why Fremantle have conceded so few goals. Bodies back was so quickly there to ward off that attack. Kieran Abbott switching over to the right-hand side on this occasion. It's a great pass out to the left-hand side. Josh White comes back in here to Giles, plays it into the circle. Can't pick out a teammate on this occasion. Adoyne loses out though to Butterini, player coach, twisting and turning. Free hit goes the way of Curtin. I think Butterini was too happy with the decision of the umpire there. Curtin give it straight back to Fremantle. It's with McCormack. Try to work it down the right-hand side. Fremantle. This occasion, though, no one can latch on to James McPherson's pass. Angwin, Lisa Angwin, does well to keep it in over on the right-hand side. Back to Yao. And again, Fremantle can easily snuff out the danger there and immediately launch a counter-attack. Got options, it's lifted long towards Giles, who's into the circle. Controls it well, squares it. But it will be a 16 for Curtin, who on that occasion did well to get bodies back quickly. Yao on the far side. I touched on the Curtin University ladies. In the Women's Premier 1 will be playing the Suburban Lions. That's coming up pretty much straight after this one at 3:30. So stay around for the live stream of that fixture. Could be a close one. Really very tight in the Women's Premier 1 at the moment. About 3 points separating the top 6 teams. It shows how close it is. So that one should be a good fixture coming up at 3:30. Is there any way back for Curtin? Probably have to say no at this point. They trail by 2-0 and they're not really troubling Johan Durst, the Fremantle goalkeeper, a young Kookaburra, of course. He's having one of his more quiet afternoons, I would have thought. Hasn't conceded many goals this season, Durst, just 10 to be precise. Doesn't look like conceding this afternoon as the reverse stick shot comes in there, but Zickler equal to it. Long corner, McPherson will take. Butterini, it's the left-hand side. This goes behind, will be 16 for Curtin. And Zickler again to thank this afternoon for keeping the score down. Maybe a chance here, though. It's with Adoyne. Tries to flick it inside. Adoyne, well, the free hit goes against him. Just can't find a way through at the moment, Curtin. Can't put any pressure on the Fremantle defence. Continues to be one-way traffic. And another chance here for Butterini. Lays it off nicely. But Curtin have enough bodies back to snuff out the danger on this occasion. With McCormick. That's to McCormick. Again, Fremantle just more than happy just to keep possession. They come forward now. McPherson plays it forward. Looking for Abbott, turns away, driving towards the baseline, into the circle he goes. Be a 16. On long corner, in fact. Got the touch off the Curtin player. We now have everybody back. So Fremantle lead by 2 goals to 0. McCormick wading forward, plays it into the circle looking for Butterini. It's picked up by Joe Welsh. Back to Ryan West. Will go over the side. McPherson will play it back in. Can't quite pick out his teammate there. It will go out over on the far side. Just under, well, approaching almost 3 minutes left of this third quarter. Fremantle very comfortable at 2-0. They're trying to get away down the left-hand side. Curtin. I think it's fair to say that Johan Durst has had literally nothing to do in the Fremantle goal. Curtin to struggle to muster any kind of attack. Free hit here. It's with Christian Nettleton. Can they string something together here? They get the free hit. It's lifted forward. Butterini mops it up though, the player coach. Starts another attack for Fremantle. Butterini continuing his run. Almost gets on the end of it. McPherson plays it out to the left. Abbott plays it forward. Harrison came up. It's blocked by Zickler. And away. Straight back to Fremantle. Into the last couple of minutes of the third quarter. It's Kieran Abbott. Fremantle pushing for the third. Good play by Abbott. Towards the edge of the circle. Ryan West does well to get the free hit. So there's only 2 goals in it, but it's hard to see. Curtin getting 1 back, never mind 2. Fremantle come forward as Simon Orchard. Fremantle pushing just before the end of the third quarter. It's a nice play. With a Doyne. Goes back to Edmonds. In fact, Joe Welsh, sorry. And to Yao. It's down the line, but it's Abbott who controls it well. Fremantle have it back with McPherson. Butterini finds McPherson again. McPherson just plays it back to Bottler. Free hit goes to Curtin. Can they somehow, well, they've got 10 seconds left. Can they somehow find something before the third quarter hooter? The answer is no. As Fremantle stay completely in control of this one as they lead by 2 goals to 0. Still the goals from Kieran Abbott and Kylan Pathmanahan separating these two sides. At 3-quarter time, it is Curtin University 0, Fremantle 2. Welcome back to the Perth Hockey Stadium here at Curtin University. And it is Curtin University who are trailing by 2 goals to 0 here. That's Fremantle in full control, the league leaders. Goals by Kieran Abbott and Kylan Pathmanahan doing the damage. They've been pushing forward for a third. And Curtin have been struggling to muster anything as far as an attacking force is concerned. They've managed to keep Fremantle out in the third quarter. What can they do in the fourth quarter? Will they be able to trouble Johan Durst in the Fremantle goal? It's easy to see why Fremantle are going so well this season, but could be an early opportunity here for Checker. Into the circle. Comes back to Ryan West. And they get the first penalty corner. Just striking the foot off McCormick there. So this is just what Curtin need, is their first penalty corner of the game. And if they could somehow make it count, and it could set us up nicely for the remainder of this fourth quarter. So it is going to be Timothy Adoyne to go down to the baseline to inject. Rhys Angwin, Joe Welsh, Ryan West, all on the edge of the circle. Big moment here for Curtin. Comes back to Yao. And it's going to be another penalty corner. Curtin putting some pressure on here. That one didn't quite come off, but they'll be relieved to get a second chance. Again, Adoyne. Down to the baseline. Usual suspects on the edge of the circle for Curtin. See what they do here. Again, it's to Yao. Squares it, and it's put wide. Joe Welsh there. So the plan didn't come off. And Fremantle keep their 2-0 lead. But much better from Curtin. At least they put some pressure on the Fremantle defence and look to threat. Can they build on that in the remainder of this quarter? This is Yao self passes. Certainly looks lively. Maverick Yao. Comes out to this left-hand side to Rowan Bilney. This is better from Curtin. Maybe a few stern words at the break there. Could be another opportunity. Checker turns well. Danger's not passed, but it's going to be a penalty corner again. So the third penalty corner in the first 2 minutes of this last quarter. And this is what Curtin would have wanted, the kind of response. Certainly come out with a lot more intent about them, and it's paying off as Adoyne goes down to the baseline to inject. So in the last couple of attempts, they have gone back to Yao. See what they try on this occasion. It's going to be a long corner on this occasion, just deflected wide. Was Joe Welsh. Got the shot away. Well, this is the best we've seen from Curtin so far this afternoon. Making a game of it. But they really do need to get something very soon indeed if they are to have any chance of pulling back this 2-0 deficit. As Welsh self-passes. Fremantle get the free hit. Declan Spencer goes down. A good play by Curtin University in the opening minutes of this final quarter. Fremantle maybe a little bit relieved just to have weathered that little storm. With Butterini, player coach, just keeping a close eye on Ryan West there. They win it back with Abbott. Free hit goes the way of Curtin. You can see, got a bit of a spring in their step. Confidence is lifting with the bright start to this final quarter. Maybe sense they do have a chance to get back into this one. Got just under 12 minutes to do so. It's with Yao again. It's looked lively, Yao. Gets the free hit. It's coming off the foot of McPherson. Angwin looking to self-pass. Be a long corner. Oh, free hit, sorry. Just came off the stick of the opposition. Just drill in towards the edge of the circle. It's dealt with by Mark Ellis for Fremantle, who are under pressure really for the first time in this game. Ellis down by the corner. Free hit will go the way of Curtin. It's with Adoyne. Can they find something? The free hit goes the way of Fremantle, who will now try and hit on the break, looking for Giles. Free hit goes the way of Fremantle. As we approach the last 10 minutes. McCormick. You see the ladies warming up. So they starting to get ready for the Women's Premier 1 encounter that comes up straight after this one at 3:30. Here's McCormick. Fremantle leading this one 2-0. Played out to that left-hand side. There's Butterini. Get the free hit. Looking to get on with it. Self-passes and into the circle he goes. But it will be a 16 for Curtin. It's lifted long out towards this left-hand side. Easily picked up though by James McPherson. So with one of the goal scorers here, Path Manahan. Simon Orchard to Butterini. Got McPherson on the overlap, finds him, tries to get to the baseline and does well to cut it back. Zickler will boot it clear over the side. So normal service has resumed here. Following Curtin's another good block from Zickler. And it will be a free hit the way of Curtin. Curtin certainly rallying at the start of the quarter. He felt that if they were to get back into the game, they really needed to get one there and then. Had those 3 penalty corners. Couldn't make any of them count. Fremantle happy to keep possession again. James McPherson, he's certainly seen plenty of it this afternoon, as has Simon Orchard. Chance here for Curtin. They can't make it count. Dane Angwin couldn't quite find Luke Checker with his pass there. Does not fall in the way of Curtin at the moment. Yao turns well. Such a live wire. Maverick Yao still in possession. Gets the free hit. Self passes. Weaves his way. He's still going again. He's almost single-handedly trying to get Curtin back into this one. Maverick Yao. Ryan West to Yao. To the circle it goes. Could be a chance. As the umpire. Well, see what the umpire has awarded here. There's a penalty corner. It is. It's going to be the 4th one for Curtin in this 4th quarter. So this could set up a grandstand finish. Leading by 2-0. Fremantle have been in control of this game for so long. One back for Curtin now. Could put a cat among the pigeons going into the last 6 minutes or so. There's Adoyne again. We'll do the injecting from the baseline. Goes back to Yao. And Butterini just ordered to go to the halfway line there. So it will be retaken. And it's with Adoyne. Clock has stopped, of course. Back to Yao again. Tried this before with West on the reverse stick. And again, the penalty corner comes to nothing. 5 penalty corners now for Curtin. They haven't been able to make one of them count. And the score remains 2-0 to Fremantle. Just lifted long. It's well controlled by Butterini. Free hit for Curtin. He'd been much better in this final quarter. Good play by Rhys Angwin. Plays it out to the right-hand side to Yao. Wins it back and gets the free hit. It's Curtin battling away here, desperately trying to get a goal that will put them back in it, give them some hope. It is with Rohan Bilney. Finds Ryan West. Into the circle, Fremantle get rid. And could have a chance now to break away. It is with Simon Orchard racing forward. Into the circle he goes. But excellent defending in the end there by Joe Welsh. And that was a real let-off for Curtin. But Joe Welsh rescuing the situation. Danger's not over yet. But when Simon Orchard went bursting through, it looked inevitable that there would be the third goal. But Curtin did well, mainly thanks to Joe Welsh. Back with McCormick. So we're well into the last 5 minutes now. Barring a huge turnaround. As we hear 1 or 2 rumbles of thunder. Fremantle will be picking up the victory here to consolidate their place at the top of the ladder. It'll be very much a job done for them. Goals in the first 2 quarters could be enough to see them through. With Butterini pushing for the third though. Zickler blocks. Going to be a penalty corner for Fremantle. 0 from 3 so far. Could put the game completely to bed here, as the clock is stopped on 3 minutes 29 seconds. McPherson again down to the baseline to inject. McCormick on the edge of the circle, along with Matthew Butterini. So as though maybe McCormick will do the stopping. He does for Butterini. Great save again by Zickler. It's with Declan Spencer back into the circle. Fizzes across. No one could get a touch. And now Curtin with a Doyne trying to raid forward. Not too many options. Again, Fremantle getting bodies back. It's with a Doyne. As the rain starts to come down again here at the Perth Hockey Stadium. Could well be that the men will have got the better of the weather. Women's Premier 1 fixture coming up next. Starting at 3:30. And again, we'll have the live stream. Curtin University against the Suburban Lions. With Rowan Bilney. Could be a chance for Angwin at the far post. Like so many things this afternoon, didn't quite come off for Curtin University. Who've been much better in this final quarter. Whatever was said at the break has worked to a certain extent. It's not been reflected with a change in the scoreline. It could be here. Fremantle get away. Maybe now a chance to break for Fremantle. Simon Orchard has got options to his left. Opens up on that left-hand side. Good defending by Adam Piggott. Well, it looked to be, but it is a free hit for Fremantle. With Declan Spencer. It's back to James McPherson. McPherson again. To McCormick. So Fremantle on course to get the job done here this afternoon. Touched on earlier, they've got some big games coming up, including Hale in a couple of weeks. That's going to be a top of the table encounter. Well, they're beating all that's put in front before them at the moment. Pushing for the third late on here, Simon Orchard. Throws away his sticking discuss there. To McCormick. As we're into the last 30 seconds of this one, Fremantle just finishing it on the front foot like they've been for most of the afternoon. Curtin have rallied in this final quarter but have been unable to find a way through. Butterini. And all in all, a comfortable afternoon for Fremantle. Could have been more. Been for the heroics again of Zickler, who's pulled off some fine saves. As the full-time hooter goes, it is Fremantle that have run out 2-0 winners here at the Perth Hockey Stadium. A very accomplished performance, if you like. All the damage done in the first couple of quarters. It was Kieran Abbott who got the first goal in the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, Kylan Pathmanahan added the second. Well, Curtin did rally in the final quarter, but were unable to find a way through. And it's Fremantle who continue to do very well this season and consolidating their place at the top of the ladder. For now, it's Curtin University 0, Fremantle 2.